how would you define success? Imagine you're talking to a group of students at university, they're just graduating, and you were going to define what success is. What would be your definition?
First, let's talk about spirit. Our definition of spiritual success is making sure that Ting and I praise our rosary, pray together every single day so that we will be guided spiritually. Number two, mental fortitude. Very important. The mental fortitude, you got to put bread and spirit in your body and your mind all the time. And your mind dictates your body. So very important to us that when you wake up in the morning, you try to remove the unproductive things that bothers you in your mind and replace it with productive things. Also, it's important in business, you have to develop your own brand and your brand of leadership. And very important, whatever it is, that's your definition of your success, right? I think the definition of success is how happy, how fulfilled you are, because definition of success can be in different variation for other people. Some people can say, I just want my own time. That's already a definition of success for them. So, and that's important to me. Relationship, for me and Ting, my definition of success is another 39 fruitful, loving years together. I think that's a definition. And last but not the least, legacy, very important. That's why I also advocate for Gawad Kalinga. And thank you, Ayo, for helping Gawad Kalinga. We're building 100 homes for the poor in the Philippines, and we are now close to reaching the goal.
You know, as you go through life and you look back, there's so many things that you think are important that really, when you look back, don't matter. What does matter is people.
Sa amon nga pagpuyo, mga 20 anyos doon, agyan namon o kan experience namon nga every time nga magbagyo kan baha, nagatalas kami. Wala kami sing may makaon, kundi nagatapas lang kami kasaging kagkanon. Kapangayo lang kami kapag kaon sa amon neighbor kung imaw nga nag-evacuate. As lang naka ang baha nga undang, nag-agi ang baha nga undang na wash out ang ako ni kusina.
People are, I think, the most inspiring commitment you can make, and I think this nonprofit does the most wonderful job of any organization I've ever seen to invest in people and make people's lives better. I think it is wonderful when you leave this earth that you can think that perhaps someone benefited from you being here.
This type of a mission is remarkable. So I can't thank Pidoy and Ting Pacis enough for their vision and this incredible mission, and for all of the hard work that all of you have put in to the maintenance and the continuation of this project. It's amazing, it's incredible, and you should be very, very proud.
I think it is wonderful when you leave this earth that you can think that perhaps someone benefited from you being here.
So, I want you to think about this. When you retire, what would people think about? What is your definition of yourself? What's the brand? If you walk into a meeting, that's Pidoy's brand, that's Ting's brand, that's the Pacis brand. Very important. And last but not the least, my fulfillment in life, Ayo, is how our children would succeed in their endeavors. Whether they have their own business, whether they have their own career, I think that's, to me as a parent, is the most successful. I will trade anything for success of my children.
Very well said. For me, I just sum up success as having happily fulfilled the goals that you have set for yourself, for the people that you love, for the people that's important to you, for the community in general. You are successful.
And that's the key point here that we're trying to get across, that success is not just about having a big house and big car. There's so many areas you can be successful at. You can just be a successful mom, you can be a successful parent, you can be successful in so many areas. Count your blessings and count your successes, and don't look at the success and say, well, that's not good enough. Because to get the big success, you have to have thousands of little successes along the way that you celebrate to get there.
And celebrate your victories all the time.
All the time. What mistakes have you made that you can share with other people that they could avoid?
Making decisions without planning, without thoroughly thinking, and without knowing what the outcome would be. Just because people are trying to influence you to do things. I learned my mistakes even in the Philippines in the past. That sometimes you cannot just rely on your judgment. You need a second opinion, maybe even a third opinion. That's why there are coaches, there are mentors, not only to teach you what to do, but to confirm your decision. I think to affirm your direction, very important. If we do it on our own, sometimes we do it for different reasons, right? Other people look at that different. That's why Ting and I are common denominator all the time. If we make a decision, say, Ting, I have an idea, what do you think about it? If she has an idea, what do you think about it? We never move forward if two of us are not in sync together. If two of us that are not aligned, that will definitely fail. Very important, because you don't get the support of your spouse on that. The other thing that I think, never compromise your value system. You know, you talk about culture and integrity, excellence, and family. A lot of people, it's easy to compromise that. And that's where most people fail. At the early stage, we did not define our culture because we're younger than most anybody else until we realized that we have to have that in place, because culture supports our mission supports our vision. By truly identifying all these things, then we now have clarity of where we're going, clear vision, clear mission, clear culture. And you never compromise that, because that's where commitment will come from. And more importantly, that's where characters are built.
As for me, Ayo, during the course of our career in Saladmaster, I finally learned, getting the right people in the organization is probably the best decision to do.
Absolutely. You got to invest in the right people. And I've always said that when you want to get advice on anything, make sure you get advice from somebody who's qualified in that area.
Correct.
That a lot of mistakes made are people just simply getting the wrong advice from people that might love you, but they don't have experience in that field, so they can't help you.